All right. Well, welcome everybody. So let's get started. So yeah, Div 5D, week one. Let's just go down the games. So first one up, we have Defida Aces, Rumblebee, who is in the audience, I see, and the Worst Dancers. So what do we got here? Well, first of all, it was a tie. Got the got a 1-1 tie. We had looks like pretty strong possession numbers for Defida Aces. Um, good, I mean, 68% to 12 on the other side, but I guess Kislev being Kislev, that was enough to for them to um, pick up a touchdown and stop any second one from Rumblebees. I guess I should say I didn't have a chance to watch the replays. I was hoping to download them from Goblin Spy and do a little like quick run through so that I didn't have to watch through on the client. Hoping to pick up some interesting plays or notable stuff. Didn't have a chance to do that. The need to get 5D into Goblin Spy. It's not something that's not showing up. So anyhow, oh I see, REL 2. That's why. Cool. I'll fix that after. Anyhow, the yeah. So I don't have the details. Happy to hear in chat if someone's got interesting tidbits to fill in. But let's see what we got here. Um, Pretty even block numbers, which I guess surprises me a little bit. I would have expected the Kislev to be a little bit less in the fight here, but they're it looks like the Fight of Aces got significantly more armor breaks off their blocks. Not too unsurprising, I suppose, and then converted those into correspondingly more KOs and Kazes. It didn't leave the worst answers terribly badly off. Just the one oh failed dodge for and to miss the score. That's rough. Hate to see that sort of thing. That one die that goes wrong. But yeah, the worst answers didn't take too much damage despite their Kaz. They're not just the one I guess the one catcher um, out for the next game. That was the guy that got the MVP. I'm guessing we'll see Dodge unless he rolls a double, given the way the catchers have been evolving so far. Um, no levels on Defida Aces, um, although that Blork is looking ready. Would have loved to see a little bit more development on these other two Black Orcs. And Rumblebee, what happened to your fourth Black Orc? Perhaps just out this game. I don't recall from the previous. We'll see them in the next. We'll see what your team is looking like coming up. But yeah, looks like the failed dodge probably the story of that game really. Um, Otherwise it would have been sounds like it would have been a 2-1. Up next, Short Black Sheep and Joey's Top Ratata. Um, M&G, yeah, okay, so that makes sense. Hopefully he's feeling much recovered by this coming week. So the short pack sheep pick up the 2-1 win over the rats. Um, 2 touchdowns on their lower leveled runner, picking him up the level. So then now they've got sort of evenly developed runners. I guess we'll see. I would Well, he's got dodge. I wonder if we'll see like a sure hand. Oh no, he's already got sure hands. Yeah, not sure what the right pickup is for a runner there. Um, MVP landing on a blitzer on the guard blitzer is pretty nice. Let's see. Again, a pretty uneven possession story despite the final totals. Wrestle, yeah, okay. Um, right, make that one more of a sacker. Although wouldn't you want? I don't know. You might want this one to be the sacker. I guess it could go either way. Having the strength up on the carrier's a nice bit. Oh, did kill a rat though. Um, and there must have been some either failed dodges or some fouls happening given the extra CAS count on the rats side, and the extra armor breaks. So the rats lost a lineman. No big concern there. Did level up their other storm vermin. I wouldn't be surprised to see another mighty blow, or perhaps maybe some guard. Geez, these gutter runners. Looks like that one, the strength up gutter runner is still around for next game. So I'm sure Super Base is happy to have all the full complement of gutter runners available. But yeah, I guess maybe we didn't see. I guess that perhaps the tackle was doing sufficient work here, keeping the rats from dodging out the way they needed to pick up the extra points. All right, and then moving on next, we've got Compost and Cavaliers and not an anime sports team, so Urs and Arch XL. So far, I'm 0 for 3 on predictions. Compost and winning 2-0 over so Nurgle over, what is this? Anime? Are they? They're high elves, right? So let's see. What are we looking at here? Nurgle doing lots of blocks, pretty good amount of damage, taking similar amounts of damage, surprisingly, on a much smaller number of armor breaks. But they did get 3 CAS with their foul, presumably foul and serfs. So it looks like there were just not a lot of elves on the field by the end of the game. 2 completions on the thrower did not quite get enough to level him up. Casualty on the blitzer, but really no development on the elves this match. Nurgle, on the other hand, level up on the Nurgle warrior with the MVP and the touchdown, and then another on the rookie warriors. So I figure we'll probably see another block there, and the pesty. So we might see some more ball handling skills. And the only injuries here are on a Rotter. So yeah, Nurgle came out quite well on that. Quite well out of that exchange. What is that? Ooh. Okay. This is a new feature of new Rebel.net feature. I have to thank MajorByte for that. The replay download, which means that maybe we could look at some sort of how did the game go in some rough kind of way. That's exciting. Yeah, that's I'm very excited. Going tracking through Goblin Spy to find the replays was always a bit of pain. I wonder if they're sourcing them from Goblin Spy. Probably. Anyhow, so the last match, Main Street Exiles picking it up on a 1-0. Looks like we've got Major in the audience, so he'll perhaps add some color to this the stat line. But yeah, we had relatively low possession for the Exiles, so they must have just been moving the ball relatively quickly. Low blocks, but high armor breaks. I guess Perhaps Claw doing work, perhaps just a bit of a dicing. And then some KO and Kaz on that. Just add it up. Only, let's see, development. So block her, gets a level. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a one of these guys get something killer related. And then down here on the Necro team, so I from chat I know that this white went pylon, so we've got the full claw palm. Sorry, not white, werewolf. I don't know what the fleshy took. The fleshy and the white, probably guard on the white. I would venture a guess, and I don't know what the flesh calling. Maybe I could see some guard or some guard there on the golem as well. Block on the golem. That works if you get the doubles. Right, golems are, I don't know. I'm realizing I don't actually know whether block is, golems don't get block on normals, do they? Anyhow, showing my lack of knowledge of the necro. Block is normal. Okay, yeah, so yeah, definitely block then. That makes sense. Sort of assumed that golems sort of followed a bit more of the rules of big guys, but clearly not. Yeah, so some nice levels on the exiles here. Puts them in a nice spot for next week. So I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna do it on the fly. So the thing I wanted to do prior to the match was to pull this up and see if I could make any sense of the games and perhaps interesting plays by looking at spikes in this, which is a tool that I'm sort of in the process of building. So like, here we go. Main Street Exiles picked up a big swing on an early injury here, it looks like. May have aided significantly. And then some more, this looks like probably additional injury removals. Now, notably, this doesn't do enough with ball handling type skills, so but if I were going to dig into the replay, I'd probably look early turns here, or maybe look in here for some, and maybe over in here for some potentially interesting plays. All right, I don't think I'm going to do this live. I will, but I love the fact that we can get the replays directly from ReBBL.net now. That is super helpful. So let's look at next week. So, round 1, Compost and Cavaliers and the Worst Dancers. So, Compost and Cavaliers coming off a 2-0 victory. Worst Dancers coming off the 1-1 tie. The Cavaliers have a 190 in additional TV. 200 once the Worst Dancers spend down their cash. So we will see Kislev with some inducements. On the other hand, I wonder what Kislev induces here. I guess you can get a wizard. You can get, if it's actually a full 200, you can get a wizard and a babe. I could see. Oh, actual TV. Oh no, next match TV is, it's 1080. Certainly a babe would be helpful for, like, because Nurgle is going to want to be doing damage. What do we get? Yeah, Nurgle Warrior did get block as I suspected. Pesty got block as well. So we're just going increased reliability across the entire team. I think that's a pretty reasonable choice. And then let's see, Kislev. So one of their catchers is out. He did go dodge. This catcher is damaged back is what? A niggle, so that catcher is just going to go down easier. Um, hmm. Well, I think on balance, I'm feeling the Nurgle on this one. Um, Mostly just from the perspective of punching Kislev until they fall over. But Kislev with the combination of say a wizard and the number of the leaps that they've got, you could see a um, perhaps more of a mm, turnaround kind of game with if Kislev can basically prevent the score with a leap and a ball recovery or something to that effect, or a wizard and a ball recovery. But yeah, I do think I'm gonna give the nod to the Cavaliers in this matchup. Um, all right. On the next, we got the Caballeros and Short Black Sheep. Oops. Um, so what are we looking at here? So Caballeros are down a blocker. Um, did get Mighty Blow on the other blocker, as I thought they might. On the other hand, Shortback Sheep is not down any players, has that hasn't leveled up their runner yet, so we don't know what they're getting there. Um, so I think this feels like a hard match for the Bretts. Well, they're down 100, like the last one. They're down 190, so they will be getting um, inducements. They've got with the cheerleaders and the assistants. I wonder if this is an attempt to make up for low rerolls. Um, Sort of as a TV reduction strategy. Um, I don't think Floyd's in the audience here, so we'll have to live with speculation on that front. Um, on the other hand, they did get one in Kivik. Yeah, I mean that's I feel like someone was discussing a similar strategy in one of the Discord channels recently. Um, but I don't know how I feel about it. Anyway, uh, the so yeah, they'll get a few hundred in inducements. Yeah, maybe it'll be more in the range of 150 once Black Sheep spends down their cash. Um, so I don't know what. Yeah, I mean I don't think there's star players that the Bretts induce. So I think we're really looking at maybe a wizard or maybe some bribes, but they don't have a dirty player. They don't have dirty player on any of their peasants, so that's not bribes are less helpful there. So could just go for some babes, try and keep. They don't have a huge bench. In fact, they don't have a bench this game. So could just look for some babes to try and keep in the game. But that's not gonna do them any favors as far as actually getting the ball off the dwarves during the dwarves drive. Unfortunately, unfortunately for the Bretts, that is, I don't think the dwarves have to worry that much about a wizard, um, since they're probably going to be doing a sort of slow move. They're doing the slow move cage down the pitch, um, and it doesn't seem like the Bretts have a lot of pieces that they could be using for consistent recovery, even if they wizard the ball. So I think this goes to the dwarves. I think maybe it's a 1-0 type of game. I think it could be a possibility of a tie, but um, well, Minors, I made a policy of never predicting ties in minors. I might have to relax that for majors, but we'll stick with this for now. We'll only call for wins either way. Um, but yeah, I think the dwarves have are where I'd lean for this one. All right, so uh, third on the list, Main Street Exiles and Defida Aces, um, both in the audience here, so that's fun. Um, what do we got? So Exiles have so not really inducements to speak of unless someone I don't know cuts something, but that seems early for that. And then we're looking at the Clawpalm Wolf, the Block Wolf, Block Golem, and Mighty Blow White. On the other side, we have two guard on blitzers and a strength up blitzer, and two block blorks. For some reason, Rumblebee, I keep thinking your team is human. Like as I'm reading down the list until I get to Black Orcs, I'm like, oh wait, no, that's not a human team. Um, hmm. I feel like there's a lot to worry about with the Clawpalmer running around. That that makes the orc armor just a little bit. I'd be a little bit worried as an orc player there for keeping my pieces on the pitch. On the other hand, additional strength 4, so we're looking at 5 strength 4 pieces. 3 of whom have block to the 2 strength 4 pieces with 1 block in there. So the orcs have a nice out muscling here. Hmm. This is a tough one. Um, all right, I think I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm going to predict that the exiles will take it. Um, on the basis of uh, the movement of the wolves being able to get enough, um, being able to sort of pull off enough scoring drives uh, to pull it off, even if the orcs are still winning the bash game. But we'll see. This I think this could be a quite a fun match to watch. Be interested to see how it fares. And then the last one we've got is an Agi off, the Skaven and the High Elves, with about next match TV, so 60 in 60 in inducements, no additional cash really. Development wise, this Skaven team just looks very solid to me. The two Mighty Blow Blitzers now, and then still has the movement, the natural one turner and the strength up gutter, the sacker. I just feel like it's gonna be a challenge. I guess they don't have any tackle, so the dodge pieces are going to be relatively safe. But I think in this battle of Agi teams, I'm leaning a little bit in favor of the Skaven this round. So I think that's where we're going to see. That's what we're going to see for outcome. Yeah. So that I think is it. And mm, I don't know. Not sure I have much more to say on that front. So I guess I will open it up. I don't know if anyone in the audience has some commentary that they want to pipe up with at this point. If not, I will call it. But I do want to open up again, put out an open invitation if you wanna hop on and chat with me for next week's recap. I would be happy to have a co-host. So just shoot me a message on Discord. I will be shooting to do it in the like 10 o'clock ish region. Today was a little bit late, but um, nice Monday night. Not sure. Well, depends on your timing. Might be able to catch that game if anyone streams it. But um, yeah. Anyhow, hit me up on Discord if you wanna hop on the recap, and we'll chat. Right, so that was lovely. My headphones died, ran out of batteries, so I am going to call it a night. But thanks for joining me, and I will see you on the pitch.